Geef ieder kind een kans. Steun het Jeugdsportfonds en koop vandaag de Holland. Winnaars worden bekendgemaakt in de rust van de laatste wedstrijd. Namens alle kinderen en het Jeugdsportfonds, dank u wel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rabobank Hockey World Cup 2014 on behalf of the International Hockey Federation, the Royal Dutch Hockey Federation and the City of The Hague. The upcoming match is the match between Korea and South Africa. I will provide you with names and numbers of both teams, and I will start with the team from Korea. With number 1, Mi-Young-ho Lee. Number 5, Tae-Kung-oh. Number 6, Man-Young Lee. Number 7, Moon Kwang-kang. Number 8, Sung-il Lee. Number 9, Sang-Hoon-yoon. Number 10, Yo-Sik-yu. Number 12, Man Chi-chong. Number 13, Moon Kyu-kang. Number 14, Hee Sang-hoon. Number 16, Chae-young Kim. Number 17, Eun Sang-hoon. Number 19, Young Sin Kim. Number 21, Song-hoon Lee. Number 22, Song-kyu Kim. Number 25, Chong Hyun Chang. Number 27, Yong Chin Chang. And number 32, Yang Woo Nam. Coach is Sik Kyo Shon and team manager is Moon Ki Yu. Then the team from South Africa. With number 1, Jonathan Robinson. Number 2, Wade Payton. Number 4, Lloyd Madsen. Number 5, Austin Smith. Number 7, Timothy Drummond. Number 8, Dylan Swanepoel. Number 9, Julian Hikes. Number 10, Lloyd Norris Jones. Number 14, Red Halkett. Number 19, Jean-Pierre Devou. Number 21, Jethro Justus. Number 22, Lungile Solekile. Number 23, Erasmus Peterson. Number 25, Justin Reed Ross. Number 26, Ignatius Malgrave. Number 30, Tane Payton. Number 31, Clinton Panther. Number 32, Gowan Jones. Coach is Fabian Gregory and team manager is Reginald Smith. The umpires for this match are Javed Shaikh and Adam Kearns. Judges are Helen Napier and Tony Stewart. Technical officer is Wiert Dooyer and reserve umpire is Paco Vazquez. Ladies and gentlemen, may I also have your attention for the fact that the Greenfield Stadium is free seating, meaning that when you leave the stadium during the match or during the break, your seat might be taken on return. We also advise not to send your kids away during the match or during the break for drinks, because when they return, they might not be allowed back into the stadium. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your special attention for a sports presentation. The player number 2 from the South African team, Wade Payton, will be awarded for his 100th cap. The award will be presented by Melissa Langley, CEO of the South African.
Day 6 of the Rabobank Hockey World Cup in The Hague, the Netherlands, and it is the men from Pool B that are in action. It's Korea against the Republic of South Africa. Well, both these sides are propping up the bottom of Pool B, and South Africa, well, they are yet to score a goal in their 2 matches, so a must-win game for both of these 2 teams. Korea a little unlucky against the Dutch the other night, losing 2-1 in the last minute. They also went down 2-1 to New Zealand as well. So they are the overwhelming favourites coming into this match, ranked 7th in the world, Korea, up against South African side that are ranked 12th. We're almost ready to get this game underway, and the team's being led out as always by the 2 umpires. This Greenfield Stadium, the second pitch, just behind the Kyocera Stadium. There's a pretty decent crowd in, the weather is nice, and the crowd respond by filling up the stands, and it's a good atmosphere, and the South African supporters will be hoping that their side can eventually get going in this Rabobank Hockey World Cup tournament. So both sides are out in the middle of the park, and as is tradition, we'll have the national anthems of both countries. Well, it's a beautiful evening here in The Hague, Holland, after the cold winds and torrential rain of yesterday. Temperatures in the mid-20s and a slight breeze blowing into the faces of the South Africans as they walk down the Korean line. And let's have a look at the two sides, starting with Anna Korea. And there's no number 6, Nam Yong Lee. He's on the substitutes bench, but word has it that he is injured. The two goal scorers so far for Korea, number 22, Seong Kyu Kim, number 32, Hyun Wo Nam. And they are coached by Shin Seok-kyo. There he is. And he'll be hoping that his very disciplined, well-drilled side will finally get some points on the board. As I mentioned, very, very unlucky to go down to the Dutch. Goalkeeping errors from Young-Hoo Lee, costing them dear. But they are very well drilled, and they will give a very stiff test to the South African side that are huddled up the other end of the park. Here is that South African lineup, and special mention for number 2, Wade Payton, who wins his 100th cap for South Africa today. Congratulations to him. He is the older brother of number 30, Tane Payton. And apart from that, I'm afraid there's no goal scorers to tell you about, because South Africa are yet to score, going down 4-0 to Germany in game 1 and 5-0 to New Zealand in game 2. There is their coach, Fabian Gregory. And he has a difficult task of trying to lift his team for this game, trying to get them going after 2 heavy defeats against Germany and New Zealand. Our 2 umpires, Javed Sheikh of India on the far side, and on the near side it's Adam Kins of Australia. So Korea gets this Pool B match underway, attacking the goal to our right-hand side in the red shirts and socks, black shorts. South Africa in the yellow and green. And alongside me in the commentary box for this penultimate match on day 6 of the Rabobank Hockey World Cup 2014 is the current Ireland goalkeeper, David Hart. David, good afternoon. And 2 teams that have struggled so far in this tournament, but a real chance for one of them here to notch up a win.
Very much so. Korea have been probably the more unfortunate side in the fact that they've lost by 2 late goals in the dying seconds of a match. Lost 2-1 to New Zealand in their opening game, along with missing a stroke that match, and then went down in a fantastic game against the Dutch, 2-1 to I think a forehand shot from Robert Kemperman. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams fare today.
Here is Hong, who intercepted the ball originally, finds Yun down on the goal line. Interchange of play, and they'll come all the way back out. And this is Lee, the captain, over to this near side to Nam. Nam has a little look up and opts to go back to his skipper. And they switch it round the other way. And very contrasting styles to actually the Korean women, who just keep, when they get down one corridor, they keep going and going and going. Here you can see the Korean men trying to change the angle of attack and swapping it from side to side.
Different coaching styles, but it's interesting straight away. They're not giving the South African much room. Incredibly high press, looking to really put a marker on the game early on.
Well, if you joined us a little earlier on today in the first match of the day, the United States up against China, the lower ranked side, the United States really harried China from the get-go, went 2-0 up inside 10 minutes and eventually ran out 5-0 winners. A quite amazing game. And then a little earlier on today on this pitch in the Pool B, again the women, South Africa ranked lower than England as the ball comes across, and a diving Lloyd Madsen gets the ball behind for a long corner. We'll just see this long corner out before I tell you about that South Africa-England game that's just been played on this pitch. As the ball comes in, and South Africa will look to try and get it clear. And they do just that, and here is Norris Jones. Norris Jones, he's got support with Hikes alongside him. Here is Hikes. Hikes with the shot. but there with the stick is Nam to block it away. Hikes into the circle, and it's a long corner. Reid Ross drops it to the skipper Austin Smith, and that is a 16. Yeah, just going back to South Africa-England game. South Africa ranked 11th in the world up against the world number 3 England. Well, if you saw the game, it looked like it was the other way around. South Africa 3, England were ranked 11th, and South Africa comfortably winning by 4 goals to 1. And England, as I say, the European silver medalists, 3rd in the world, yet to win a game here in The Hague. It has really gone south for them in a big, big way. But it just shows that of the 2 matches in the women's pool, the lower ranked teams have won today. So South Africa men can draw from that and just try and upset Korea as much as they can.
Not only that, Charlie, you've seen it throughout the tournament. It seems to be many upsets already throughout the tournament. Not only as the biggest one, in my opinion, was the Argentina men beating the reigning Olympic champions and the number 2 in the world, Germany, by 1 goal to 0 earlier on in the tournament. So I think any team here is capable of beating each other. So it just it all depends what happens on that day.
So Korea have it with Kang into the circle, but there is Reid Ross, the tall figure with the white headband, and this is the captain, Austin Smith. Smith picks out Norris Jones. Norris Jones who hikes on this left flank. Flanks back to Payton. Payton switches the play to the South Africa right-hand side. South Africa keeping good possession. Reid Ross now gets a chance to put his head up, fires it into the circle. And, well, Hikes comes off worse for a rather crude challenge on Lee.
Yeah, you just see it here. He's just come in on the wrong side and just there received trailing stick just into the kneecap for his troubles.
Underneath our commentary position is Kang, who plays it back in field, and then over that left-hand side it goes from Lee into the middle of the park, and South Africa turn it over. Now a chance here. Norris Jones has a little look up, has Hikes inside him. Norris Jones still going, goes to ground, wins the free hit outside the circle. Fairly positive start from South Africa here. There you go, curse of the commentator. Piece of skill there from Hyun. Pass. Can't find John. Here's Jonathan Robinson. To that right-hand side, trying to get there is Halkett, but he can't make it. This is Lee, the skipper. To Kim, and Kim under a bit of pressure does well. Moves it out to the left flank for Korea, and they're going to come back through Lee in the middle. Skipper pops it out to Kang. Kang throws the aerial underneath it. Reid Ross, no problem at all. Has a little look up. His pass is picked off by Yun. Yun into the 25. Now a chance here. This is Yu. Yu into the circle. Across it goes, but there's no one in a red shirt in the middle, and it goes harmlessly across the face of goal.
Razi Peters at that time just happy to watch the ball flash across the goal. Good link-up play initially by the Koreans, playing 1-2s in along that baseline, which can be quite a tight space, showing good skill and composure in there, which is something that they'll do throughout the match.
The error from Austin Smith gives possession back to Korea, and come all the way back. Ball is left by Yang, and it's picked off by South Africa. Under pressure, real high press from Korea. And South Africa do well to get it out, but they've got so many players inside their 25. There's only 3 of them outside of it at the moment, so they've got to wait for the cavalry to arrive spread over to Peyton on this left-hand flank. Peyton, little look up, slides it under his left shoulder to Reid Ross. Reid Ross, first-time ball. Is cut out. And Clinton Panther takes the sideline ball. This is Drummond. That's good, patient build-up really from South Africa, isn't it? Just shifting the ball across, trying to work the openings.
Absolutely. I think it's where they might have fallen out against New Zealand the last day. It seemed there was they're very structured by the looks of things today, so they've obviously looked back on video and seen where their press, which was one of the elements in areas which kind of fell down. So it's good to see that that's a bit more effective today. As you can see, guys getting in the right positions nice and early, not giving the Korean players that much time to pick a pass.
They've actually done okay in terms of circle penetrations. They've had 21 circle penetrations, South Africa, that is, in both of their opening 2 games. But just 1 shot against Germany from 21 circle penetrations and no penalty corners. I mean, that's almost criminal.
It probably costs them an awful lot of energy as well. Mentally, it can be quite draining when you're doing all the hard work to get into that danger area inside the 23-meter line, but also inside the circle. And as you said, not really getting any outcomes, which is enormous when considering they had 23 circle penetrations.
Well, against New Zealand, it's pretty much the same story. 21 circle penetrations, only 3 shots, although they did get 3 penalty corners but missed them all. Reid Ross goes across now to Halkett. Halkett to Robinson, gets it back again. Smith. Reid Ross. This is really good stuff from South Africa, but Peyton loses that as he tries to get into the circle. Lee making the tackle. Oof. It's just got out of play off the stick of Lee Seung-hun. And long corner is quickly taken. Peyton. Robinson has a little look up. Now got more space, feeds it to the byline. And it's pulled back by Solekile. It's a hit to Korea.
Encouraging signs from South Africa. Again, patient build-up, being able to knock it around the back 4 there. Jonty Robinson doing very well to break the line past the first attacker. And unfortunately, Solokile's first-time ball not finding anyone in the end.
Yun fires it in. And the whistle goes for a foot against Korea, which is quickly taken in South Africa. Trying to keep the tempo as high as possible. Robinson's going to throw the aerial, trying to chase it down as Panther. Panther wins the free hit. Robinson to Peyton, the younger of the Peyton brothers. And Robinson has the free hit down in that corner. He throws the aerial all the way back out to Halkett. He gets it on the ground quickly, plays out to Madsen. Madsen has a little look up, finds Reid Ross. Madsen. Panthers in the middle, but over on that far side is the skipper Smith. Back to Madsen. And this is measured play from South Africa.
They're currently in quite a fluid rotation system, looking to set up a back 5 at the minute. You have the 3 deep players, Panther outright, Halkett on the ball, Smith dropping back in to create that 3 again, with Panther rotating up the right side, really looking to try overlap on the outside.
Well, here's Peyton. They've managed to get it up into the 25. Peyton now, round the back. Can he make it count? No, he can't. Well, good possession. Can they find an end product, an end pass that splits this Korean defence? We've talked about it many times, haven't we, Dave? You can have all the possession in the world, but if you don't do anything with the ball, it's pretty meaningless.
Couldn't agree more. The old cliche saying statistics don't win you matches, unfortunately, it's going to have to be the goals. And that's somewhere that South Africa are definitely going to have to work on. haven't failed to score in either of their previous 2 opening matches. I think they'll have their eyes firmly set on grabbing a couple of goals here today.
Skipper Lee just exchanges the short pass. Korea haven't really got into this game yet. They haven't really been allowed to have time on the ball. They need to get some time on the ball now, get some possession.
That's exactly right, but that's nothing but a testament to the hard work of the South African team right now. As I said, the press seems to be working more effectively, as you mentioned, not giving the Koreans a lot of time on the ball, but also the confidence in which the South Africans are keeping the ball. You mentioned possession, which can so many times be so important, and right now they're doing that very well.
The other thing it does do, it makes Korea work harder to get the ball back, and with this heat, it will get a little bit more draining, won't it? The pitch will seem to get a little bigger for the players as they work it into this corner. And Payton has won the free hit, which he takes quickly. Payton's still going. He wants the long corner, but it's a 16.
Okay.
It's a familiar sound you hear in the crowd, isn't it? Almost reminds you of the Football World Cup back in South Africa.
The Vuvuzela.
That's exactly it.
Good pockets of South African support, but as you look around the stand there in the background, you'll see a lot of orange shirts, and it really is phenomenal, isn't it, the way that the Dutch support their teams. They really buy into this bright orange shirt, and it makes for a magnificent atmosphere in the 15,000-seater Kyocera Stadium.
It's truly magic to have such support behind you, but also the setup and the infrastructure to have this.
The half touch from Drummond, excuse me, almost comes to something.
It's great to see Tim Drummond back here today. He had to fly to South Africa for a family bereavement, so of course it's great to see him back on the pitch representing his country again. So our thoughts and best wishes go out to him and his family.
So Korea through, oh, lovely little spin. He's got Kang to his right-hand side. Kang continues his run, but this is currently John. And South Africa have the free hit, which Lloyd Madsen will take. Aerial ball thrown, easily picked off by Kang. And the free hit to Korea on that far side. This is Kang underneath us. Plays it up that right flank, and the skipper Lee now finds himself in a more advanced position than he has at any other time in this match. Robinson gets the ball back in the centre of the park, has time to turn, has a little look up, plays it to Reid Robinson on this left-hand side for South Africa. Reid Ross back in to Madsen. Halkett keeps it along that back three. Now Korea step up, put a little bit of pressure, and now South Africa having to work to keep the ball around the back. This is Panther with 3 red shirts around him, wins the free hit, which Reid Ross will take. Lovely ball to Solekile. Solekile loses possession. And this is John. John through that very heavy challenge. Wins the free hit, and good defending from Madsen as he steps up to meet the ball, and he sets South Africa going forward once more. Payton tries to exchange passes with DeVoe. Still going. And Payton can't find the touch that will get him into the circle and open up the shot. Well, once again, David, the form book is being torn up in the first quarter of this match. We're a quarter of the way into it. Korea 0, South Africa 0.
A real positive for the South Africans right now, which they'll probably be feeling themselves. In the previous 2 matches, they've gone behind to an early goal. So right now, they're the ones that are really controlling the play. So hopefully, it's their opportunity to steal that first goal of the tournament.
But again, talking about territory, New Zealand men against Argentina earlier dominated the first half. It was 0 at half-time, ended up losing 3-1. They didn't convert that territory, that dominance, which was almost, as the deflection almost comes in from, is that Lee? In fact, it was Kim, Seong-kyu Kim.
Good, just getting nice and low, looking to get that reverse deflection. Under a lot of pressure from Wade Payton, the Centurion there. Good defensive work from South Africa right now.
Yeah, the Black Sticks, as I was saying, dominating the first half. They conceded 3 penalty corners, and Gonzalo Payat scored 3 absolute pearlers. They were unbelievably quick, and it was a win that puts Argentina in a great position in their pool. Now here, Korea, who have been on the back foot for large sways of this opening exchange, starting to apply a little bit of pressure. And actually, the first real opportunity, half chance, goes to Korea despite being on the back foot.
Korea have played themselves back into this game, doing very well to soak up that early pressure from South Africa. Now looking for their opportunity to try and keep possession in South Africa's half, and in the end get the ball into the danger zone, circle 23, and build from it.
Well, they lost out here, and here goes Payton, drops it to Drummond. Here they go again, Solekile. Solekile leaves it for Drummond. In fact, it's Hikes, excuse me. It was Julian Hikes with the ball under his shoulder. Halkett. That's a lovely ball to Reid Ross. Reid Ross has got time. He's also got support on the baseline in the shape of Jean-Pierre Deveau. Madsen. Swanepoel now. The central fulcrum at that back three. Here he is. Reid Ross loses possession. Hyun turns inside, and Madsen gets a stick in, and it's a free hit, which is taken quickly by Korea. And here is Kim. Ball inside, goes all the way across the park and off the other end, off the other side for a sideline ball to South Africa. And the half-court press adopted by Korea now. Inside the 23, South Africa shading at 57-43. Just under 14 minutes to play. 2-1 in circle penetration, so again, a lot of possession. No real end product as of yet. Hikes. I was hoping that the support behind him would pick up the ball. This is Kang. Very congested on that left-hand touchline, the Korea left-hand touchline.
As we discussed at the start of this game, today's much hotter day. The sun is out and has been out for the whole day with a lot less wind. It'll be interesting to see if we get as high-paced matches as we've gotten over the last few days. It almost seems that the game is a bit slower than previous matches, or else it's just that bit more of a tactical battle between both teams.
Little slip ball from Kim. Ball into the circle, and an important stick on it to put it out of harm's way. Now the long corner, quickly taken by Kang. This is Lee. Kang to take it again. There is the coach for Korea. It's been taken by Moon Koo Kang. And he will go again.
On the edge, please. Take it, thank you.
Ball across. And last touch off a South African stick. And Korea through Yun can't keep the ball in play. And 16 for South Africa. Here comes the high press once again. And Jethro Eustace can't keep the ball in play. His first touch letting him down, and then he gives away the free hit on the 5-meter line.
That's fine, boys. Yeah.
Kang drops it out to Lee. In the centre of the park now, Zhang gives it back to Lee. 13 is Kang. Good work from Swanepoel in defence. Good assertive play. This one, Solokile into Hikes. This is Hikes again. Hikes has a little look up, fires it across, and that is a painful blow for Yoon Seong Hong.
Okay. Okay. Good doctor.
Just feeling that one.
Looks like
Change of place.
the intended cross here from Hikes, rising high and striking him onto the arm, unfortunately. It's going to be a sore one. He's up and running again. There's the injured Nam Lee, not available today for the game.
Solokile though, parts for him, slots it to the right-hand side, a little bit behind Drummond. Drummond tries to find Hikes. And an opportunity there. If the pass from Solokile had just been in front, then South Africa had an opportunity. Fabian Gregory shouting instructions from the touchline. Madsen. I'll get out to that right-hand side where Swanepoel now finds himself. He shifted from the centre position.
Number 21. Wait. Number 21. Be careful. Okay.
Number 21 just been spoken to. That's Seong-Hoon Lee. Swanepoel to Halkett. Here's the skipper, Smith. Halkett on this left-hand side for South Africa. Smith, I think, gets the ball played into him for the 1-2, but a poor first touch from Smith. And South Africa need to do some defending now because Kang finds himself in some space, and in the middle are Yu and Jung. Nice to repel that career attack. So just under 9 minutes to go in this first half. Korea 0, South Africa 0. Korea have themselves a free hit just outside the South Africa 25. Lining this one up. He's found the corridor, but there's nobody in it.
It's an interesting technique. You see the striker there, now by the looks of things, using a drag flick technique to put the ball into the circle. We've seen it being adopted by also Australian defender Chris Sorello, along with others. Creates that bit extra spin and unpredictability on the ball, which can be a nightmare for defenders in the circle.
Good defending from the front here from South Africa. They've turned possession over high up the park. This is Hikes. Hikes onto the reverse side. Hikes trying to use his pace to go around the outside of the defender, who is Lee. but the reverse stick cross doesn't come off for Hikes, and Korea have possession deep down in their 25. Hikes keeps it alive. Good work from Hikes. This is Payton. Reed Ross. Oh, the chance was there. Clean ball had been delivered. Swanepoel can't keep it in. And Korea can try and build an attack. Still a half very dominated by South Africa in terms of territory, but no real shots to talk about, have there been? Just maybe that half a touch on goal by Kim. South Africa, I can't remember having a shot at Lee Myung-go in the career goal. Reed Ross down the line, and Solekile has been penalised. This is Yun to Yu. Up against it with Smith, and Yu doing well. A chance here perhaps? No, they can't fashion the opening Korea.
Seems to be a trade of the game so far. Both teams doing incredibly hard work to get the ball and in that territory of the opposition 23 encircle, but it's just the skill breakdown at the end is letting both teams down.
First time ball gets the foot of Madsen, and Korea had the free hit. It's into the circle, another free hit. Yun will take.
I'm watching the back door, okay.
Loose ball almost picked up by Norris Jones, but it's found its way across to Nam. This here is Jiang to Lee. Oh, he's on the right flank. He goes up the middle of the park, and South Africa turn possession over. Solekile to Payton. Smith. Reed Ross to Madsen. Smith has Payton in the centre of the park, and that's not a good ball from the skipper. A couple of loose passes from him. This is Swanepoel via the left boot of Erasmus Pieterse. Reed Ross. Solekile. And the touch is now just starting to let South Africa down in terms of fluency. Wade Payton missing that one. Korea now trying to fashion an opening if they can. Here is that chance, but the dangerous ball in from Lee is well dealt with. There's a small break on. It's 2 against 5 here for South Africa, 3 against 6 now. And Yun comes back to make the tackle, and this is Yu.
South Africa will be looking for breaks like that, when in particular with players like Lloyd Norris-Jones or Chuck to his friends. He's got a lot of speed and a lot of ability to get in and really have a go at this Korean defense, but right now it's just all a bit individual, and South Africa are really going to have to be working smaller combinations along with better support play from deep behind if they're really going to have a go at this Korean side.
Oh, there's the line ball, which Reed Ross does well to keep in play. Good work from Reed Ross. Had a good game, isn't he, so far? Oof. Just coming in after the whistle. Lee just puts out a calming hand. It was such a telegraph ball in, wasn't it? It was easy for South Africa to defend. Norris Jones with the block. Now, Hyun still going. And a fair tackle, supposedly, from Tame Payton. I'd like to see that one again.
It's fantastic skills initially by the Korean number 14 Hyun to get past Austin Smith at the end, showing a good left-right drag, and eventually It's a brilliant cover tackle from Tame Payton, younger brother of Wade, who's receiving his 100th cap today. Just at the end here, you see, kept his body low, used the hips, and a great reverse stick pick in the end.
Yeah, Hyun actually had lost control of it, hasn't he? He's about a yard or two in front of him, so a very good call from the umpire. Adam Cairns on this near side. Right, South Africa now, with just over 2 minutes left in the first half. And Norris Jones shows his disappointment off the foot of Wade Payton. Lee. Oh, who's now switched over to left back. Space on this right-hand side for Jang. Oh, throws the aerial ball. That's a good pick from Drummond. And a good tackle, gets the foot of Drummond, turns possession back over. Here come Korea. South Africa got to keep it tight here. They don't want to be conceding a late goal. Chance for the Korea. Back it comes. Can they get the shot away? It's just wide of the post. The snapshot from Kim Seong-gu. He was the one who had the little touch a little earlier that went wide of the post, and he's wide of the same post just here.
It was a great lead in behind by the number 19. Korean side picking up the ball, taking his time, picking his pass, and reverse stick strike. Not too far away, but good pressure again from Justin Reid-Ross. Not being too high. He was nice and low and allowed enough pressure for the Korean to put his shot wide.
Final minute then of this first half. Pool B clash between Korea and South Africa. Neither side with a point in this Rabobank Hockey World Cup. And honours evens so far. And Davey, who would you say would be the happier of the two camps, or both equally as happy?
I would think probably South Africa will be happier of the two sides. Again, having not conceded early goals like they did in previous matches and really finding themselves still in this game. The last two games, they really had to come from behind and try to get something out of this game, but right now it's quite an even matchup.
Reid-Ross with a big flat stick to cut the ball across out, and Payton feeds it off to that right-hand side. And South Africa trying to come through Hikes, but nothing. Whoa! Hikes swings on the reverse stick there. I'm not quite sure what was going on. Maybe you saw the clock was running down and has a swing, but almost very dangerous. But that is the half-time hooter in this Pool B match, and there's nothing to choose between Korea and South Africa. Half-time scores: Korea 0, South Africa 0. Well, it'll be fascinating to see what happens in the second period of 35 minutes. Both coaches will go to work and try and improve on what their teams have done so far. South Africa have dominated in terms of territory, but have yet to find the breakthrough. And Lee in the Korea goal hasn't really been asked to make a save of any sort. And Pedersen has seen a couple of shots whiz past his right-hand post. But in the penultimate match on day 6, there's no score. Korea 0, South Africa 0 at half-time.
我叫毛薇玲，今年26岁，我是中国女子曲棍球的队长。我们会很努力的去准备这次世界杯，然后我和我们的队友会一起鼓励。达到更好的名次，然后赢得每一次比赛。 来自 Side Flight Hockey。
Hoi, ik ben Ellen Hoog. Ik ben Eva de Goede. Ik ben Carlien Dirks van Heuvel. Ik ben Naomi van As. Ik ben Kim Lammers. Ik ben Maartje Pauwen. Wij vinden dat alle kinderen moeten kunnen sporten. En daarom steunen wij het Jeugdsportfonds. En dat doen we met het hele nationale damesteam. Wil jij ons ook helpen? Door geld op te halen voor het Jeugdsportfonds zorg jij dat een ander kind lid kan worden van een sportvereniging. Net als jij en ik. Want, zeg nou zelf, er is toch niets leuker dan lekker sporten? Samen met jou maken we sportdromen waar.
Koop een lot op het hockeypark en steun daarmee het Jeugdsportfonds. En maak ook nog eens kans op hele leuke prijzen.
Dames en heren, graag vraag ik uw aandacht voor het Jeugdsportfonds. Wij genieten vandaag met z'n allen van de absolute topsport die we hier te zien krijgen. Sport is voor ons allemaal en voor iedereen. Helaas is de harde werkelijkheid dat er in Nederland nog steeds kinderen zijn die om financiële redenen niet kunnen sporten. Dat kan en mag niet. En dat moeten wij met z'n allen ook niet willen. Het Jeugdsportfonds maakt het mogelijk dat ieder kind in Nederland kan sporten, niemand uitgezonderd. U kunt daar een belangrijke bijdrage aan leveren door op het hockeypark een lot te kopen. Voor 10 euro maakt u de weg vrij voor ieder kind om te sporten. Voor datzelfde bedrag maakt u kans op schitterende prijzen elke dag opnieuw. Vandaag zijn het onder andere 2 shirts van het Nederlands team, gesigneerd, en 2 sticks en 2 caps, alle gesponsord door Adidas. En natuurlijk maakt u kans op de schitterende hoofdprijs, de Volvo V40. Geef ieder kind een kans. Steun het Jeugdsportfonds en koop vandaag de 100. Winnaars worden bekendgemaakt in de rust van de laatste wedstrijd. Namens alle kinderen en het Jeugdsportfonds, dank u wel. Dan nu over naar John op het veld.
Ja, inderdaad, daar zijn we dan inderdaad. Wij hebben ze meegenomen, dames en heren. Wie was er al eerder een dag hier in het prachtige Greenfield Stadion, oftewel of in het Kyocera? Waren er al mensen al eerder hier? Nou, misschien heeft u dan het geluk gehad om ze al een keer te zien.
Welcome back, everybody. Half time in this Pool B men's match between Korea and South Africa, and no score to tell you about. Korea 0, South Africa 0, and well, it's been one for the purists, I think. This one, both sides without a win, and let's have a look at some of the highlights here, Davey, of the first half. And Korea really with the best chances, despite not having the most of possession.
Flash ball going across the face of goal there, coming to nothing for the Koreans, and here again opting for the direct route in, looking for a little low reverse deflection coming from Kim there, number 22 of Korea. Good ball in, good connection with the reverse stick, and eventually making his way past Razi Peters's goal, past his right post.
He's getting closer though, isn't he, Kim Seong-gyu, because he had then had this opportunity on the reverse stick. And that is about as close as we've come to a goal in this match. And as you've seen by these highlights, South Africa haven't really had a shot on goal, despite the dominance in territory, as we've mentioned. So there we go, that's how we sit at half-time, and here are the stats. And well, we're pretty short on circle penetrations as a whole, really. It's just 4 against 1. Only 2-0 on shots, none of which of those 2 shots have been on target. And possession of the opponent's half. Well, actually, they've come back into it, Korea, in the latter part of that first half. No penalty corners either. So this is a defensive effort from both sides. And you feel, based on that, the first goal is absolutely key. Anyway, you can interact with us, please do. Twitter handle @FIH_hockey, or on Facebook, facebook.com/FIHockey. We'd love to hear your views and what you think of this tournament. There's been some very, very interesting games. And at the moment, the crowd enjoying this lovely evening sunshine here in The Hague. And the cheerleaders just keeping them excited. Stocky, the mascot, has great joy in firing miniatures of himself into the stands at every half-time interval. And sometimes his aim isn't quite as good, such as that, as others. And Stocky goes headlong into the advertising horns. But Davey, as I was saying, one for the purists, this one, really.
Very much so. At the moment, it could all change in the next 35 minutes. But the stat that kind of strikes me the most, of course, not only lack of shots, but penalty corners. Both sides having world-class penalty corners who can execute fantastic drag flicks. In the South African side, you have Alston Smith along with Justin Reid-Ross. And in the Korean side, equally, you've got Yang along with Nam, who scored against Holland the last night. So really, if they're going to get anything from these matches, set pieces might be a crucial area.
Well, I wonder what both coaches have been saying at half-time to try and get their teams to just go up again from a South African perspective, I guess, off the back of a 5-0 loss and a 4-0 loss, to go in at half-time having had some decent possession is a good start. Now, if they can just kick on, then we'll hopefully, from a South African perspective, get the result they want. And the team's now coming back out onto the park, and we'll get this second half underway very shortly. There's Jonathan Robinson, who's not been short of running in that South Africa midfield. And South Africa now. There is the coach, Fabian Gregory. And, I wonder what he said to his team at the break to try and just get them into that higher gear to try and find this breakthrough. And certainly from a defensive effort, it's been pretty good from them so far. Coach Shin has been equally as vocal, I'm sure. He'd want his side to get the 3 points, try and finish as high up the pool standings as possible for the classification matches. We're almost ready to get underway. South Africa get this second half started attacking the goal to our right-hand side. No score in the opening 35 minutes. And, well, will this be the 31st no-score draw in World Cup history, I wonder? Let's put it out there and see what happens. Now, Korea quickly into an attacking mode through Kim. Nice ball down the line, picks out Kim Yong-jin. Kim Yong-jin along the baseline, and Peterson pulled in to make a first save, and that's better stuff from Korea in the opening 30 seconds of this second half. Sideline ball for Korea. This is Hong. Hong to Nam. Nam now transfers it into the middle where Lee Seung-gil, the captain, then fires it back into that left-hand corner. All coming together between Jonathan Robinson and Kim Seong-gyu.
Yeah,
and the umpire.
Yeah, and you're holding too. 1-2.
Oh, double green card for holding. And the little handbag skirmish has been settled.
I think umpire Kearns just saying both of them, neither were innocent, both were guilty of holding onto the stick and holding onto one another, so therefore resulting in, you can see, the 2-minute suspension here for both players.
Well, from an umpiring or officiating perspective, you've laid your marker down that you're not going to put up with any rubbish, and that's a good way to be, I guess, from a player's perspective.
players will know exactly where they stand now with regards to how much the umpire will let play, and the Australian umpire really stamping his mark in this game early on in the second half.
Reid Ross throws the aerial, and underneath it is Halkett. Now a chance for South Africa, hikes across, and the foot from Lee gets it away from the danger area. And can Jiang complete the clearance? Jiang taking his time, plays it back in field, and Korea, it's almost like they're attacking that end the way they're trying to play the ball down there. But the patience pays off, and they've got an outlet down this left-hand flank now. Little touch around the corner from Yun as he tries to chase it down, and the whistle goes against Lloyd Madsen. Two balls on the park. It's now down to the one. And Korea, little touch into the circle, and Pieterse has to come for it, and he does well.
Rosie Pieterse reading that very well from the first time deflection into the circle. Chose to come out and take it with the stick. Quickest way to disrupt that Korean attack. It was very well done.
And we've got a long corner now for Korea. And it's going to be free hits to the team in red. Now Robinson and Kim back into the fray, so it's 11v11 once more. And South Africa turn the ball over. Hikes now through by himself. It's a one-on-one with the keeper. Hikes then to give South Africa the lead. Can he find the finish? Oh, it's past the right-hand post. What an opportunity that was for Julian Hikes, but he couldn't quite find the target. Did everything right, apart from find the backboard.
It's a brilliant through ball from Lloyd Norris-Jones. Vision to see Hikes sprinting full speed, making his way into the circle, taking it a bit wide, and then unfortunately pulling a shot wide of that right-hand post. Goalkeeper had moved a bit too much to his left for my liking and opened up the right corner, and it's not too far away.
The weight was going the other way, wasn't it? He wasn't getting back across because he wasn't set for the shot.
He was still moving.
South Africa circle now, play on is the call, and Korea can count themselves a little fortunate that the shot was off target. Now Nam into the circle, a little shove in the back there, you'd be a little careful. It was Brett Halkett got his hands up on the player's back. Yu on the reverse stick side into the circle. And who got the last touch? The answer to that is Justin Reid Ross. Korea switched the ball quickly down that right-hand flank, and Reid Ross is at it again.
It's good defensive play from South Africa right now, putting everything into the challenges, getting nice and low, giving the Koreans nothing to work from.
This is Hong, all the way back out to Yang. It's actually almost a flip to the first half, where South Africa dominated possession, but Korea had the best shots, or best opportunities. Now Korea are dominating, and that was last off Robinson or last off Madsen. Either way, it's a long corner. And here they go again, South Africa, this time through Norris-Jones. This is Heiss, that's a good pick from Jung. And the game's kind of opening up here a little bit. Kim, well tackled by Madsen. And South Africa have the advantage. And Austin Smith doesn't require it. And there's a 4-on-3 situation here for South Africa. Real opportunity. Heights, can he find the support players? He can. Smith, oh no, no, no. The touch lets him down, and another good opportunity for South Africa goes a-begging. Still, though, this is Panther. Panther gives away the free hit, but the one person you'd want at the top of the circle, Austin Smith, and his touch lets him down. That was from a little earlier on.
Yeah, Austin Smith did it ever so well to get himself forward after initially making that first pass just below, shy of the halfway line, and unfortunately, Trey coming from the first half, a final skill or final touch just letting both sides down at the minute.
Zhang plays it back inside. Robinson gets half a stick on it. Back to Zhang. This is now Kang. Kang turning Madsen inside out. Wins the free hit. Zhang. To Hong. Skipper Lee plays the ball forward to the circle edge. It's loose, and winning it back is Kang into the circle. Peterson gets his stick tangled up with the Korean attacker, who was Kim again. Kim has been the danger man, hasn't he, for Korea?
That's another vital intervention from the South African goalkeeper here. We see from this brilliant camera angle, just getting the right glove onto it and putting it into the body of the diving Korean. It's well intercepted from Razi Peterson.
This is Lee. Chung. Back to Lee. South Africa dropped to the half court. Ikes tries to put some pressure on, but easily past him goes Hong into the circle. Good defensive work. Stay up is the cry. Hong finds Nam in the danger area. This is Kang. Kang. Ball comes in. Last touch off number 21, Lee Song-hyun.
Next one, JT.
16 then, taken by Lloyd Madsen. Anywhere really for Rhett Halkett to go. So he drops it back to Clinton Panther. No ball thrown, and Tane Payton tries to keep it in play.
Would have been impressive if he had managed to stop that one, but it's great to see that rule and regulation come into the game. It's a nightmare for umpires at times, not sure whether or not the player had been deemed to trap the ball on their shoulder height, and here you can see the stick being able to be raised high above the head in any way, as long as it's in a safe manner to control that ball. Something I think which has really improved the game as a whole.
Well, that great finish from Simon Charles, the goal he scored earlier in the tournament. Started with a wonderful bring down on the circle edge. Now, Korea here, got a chance, a little bit of a break, but the initial ball forward from Lee was not a good one. Drummond lets it go off the sideline, and Madsen will take the sideline ball. Still no penalty corners. And we are 45 minutes into the piece. It's going to be a blow of the whistle. It's gone against Jean-Pierre Deveau. Deveau tries to be the transgressor. But this is Hyun. Korea will have the possession once more. Nam has a little look up. Nam drops it into that corner where Kim tries to play the reverse stick ball, and Halkett's gone down. Oh, Madsen, sorry. Oh, Madsen. Difficult to see down that left-hand corner from our commentary position.
Looks like the reverse stick striker's just managed to make contact with that left hand. He's holding his left hand as he makes his way below our commentary box here. Looks to be in a bit of concern about it.
It's the old adrenaline shake, isn't it, on the left hand as he dislocated it. Okay, well, oh good, this is right down below our commentary position. And he looks in some real pain, doesn't he?
A lot of pain.
Well, let's hope that isn't lasting, and it's something that can get him back on the park quickly. Panther with a reverse stick cross. He's picked out the air. Now, career attack down their right-hand flank through Hyun. Nam. Nam again to Lee Seung-gil. How much do you think Lee Nam-yong is being missed here by Korea?
He can be quite a handful for defenses all around the world. Played against him many times, scored the odd goal against me as well. So he's lethal in attack with his skills, but also the use of his experience. So I think out there today, in a really tight and close game like this, they'd be really looking for the senior players like Nam-yong Lee to do something, and unfortunately he's unavailable for them today.
Well, before this match, I thought it was going to be a tight, low-scoring affair with a few opportunities, and so far we've been proved correct.
Two hard-working, disciplined teams right now. South Africans have really tightened up their defence, along with the different structure that they're applying today, which has been successful for them so far, and hopefully will yield them some goals.
Good one, that's good defending from Jung. Was well aware of where DeVoe, his man, was, and just lets it go between his legs for 16. Still having it looked at. Finger. Yeah, he's in considerable pain. Sort of Kile's waiting to come on below our commentary position as the aerial ball is thrown by Nam down the line. And Reid Ross, who's had a good game, gets his stick there first once again. Reid Ross with the free hit. Floats a little aerial to Clinton Panther. Not 5, so Korea get the free hit. Forward come Korea once more into the 25. South Africa pretty well marshalled so far in defence, although the half touch almost puts them in trouble. Was off the stick of Clinton Panther, and it's things like that that can put you on the back foot, isn't it?
It's lucky for Panther he was just outside that circle area and avoided giving a cheap and soft penalty corner away.
Ball's right footed. Oh, the touch from Yun just took it away.
Great ball in from O here. Flat and hard again, just looking for a little difficult reverse stick kind of pull behind him. Hyun missing in the instance, and it was Yun at the back by number 9, the experienced striker, unable to put his effort on goal.
Oh, that's good work in attack from Peyton. The way through the little bouncing ball, in the end it's Halkett who picks it up. Sort of Kile, the first touch, not a good one. 10-1, circle penetrations, Korea, South Africa. And, 2 shots on target for Korea, none for South Africa. Lee, the centre defence, fires it out this left-hand side. And Nam will push it up the line. And Yun plays it into his teammate Yu. Yu up against Halkett, and Halkett does well, little jab tackle.
Good defensive work from Halkett in the end. Yu, number 10 from Korea, very experienced player. Brilliant ability to get the ball up off the ground, creating 3D skills. Can be sometimes very troublesome for defenders, but Halkett there showing a good eye for the ball and jabbing it onto the foot of the Korean attacker.
Well, South Africa taking part in their 4th World Cup. Their first one was back in 1994 where they finished 10th, and that in fact is their best result, 10th, 94 and 2010. And their current world ranking is 12th. As for Korea, they're playing in their 5th, and they first appeared in the World Cup in 1994. Their best result actually is 4th in 2002 and 2006, 6th last time out in India.
Korea have the capability of always causing trouble to the top teams. We saw host nation Holland struggling with a 2-1 victory in the last minute against this Korean side. And it's fair to say that coming in, they qualify for this tournament as Asian champions, similar to South Africa, also continental champions of Africa, but just ranked that bit higher in the world.
This is only the second time, isn't it, in the history of the World Cup that the men's and women's has been hosted by the same city. And the last time was actually in Utrecht, where you live, Davey. In 1998.
Where the Dutch were successful in front of a massive home crowd as well.
We've won it 3 times, twice on home turf, Amstelveen and Utrecht. I'll be hoping it's a third time here in Amsterdam, although on what we've seen so far, you'd say Australia were the form team. That's on the men's side. The Dutch very much the form team on the women's side.
True, but in a similar way, if I had a prediction, potentially strongest team showing in this tournament so far would be the Australian men and the Dutch men. Australia pretty comfortable over the win of the much improved Belgian side with a 3-1 win yesterday. And the Dutch are going to have their work cut out for them with the massive game against their neighbours and big rivals, Germany.
Germany need to win that one. They're in a spot of bother. The women are also in a spot of bother, so no German side in the semi-final of a Hockey World Cup. That would be a massive surprise. Now Korea through Jiang down this left-hand flank. What can he do? What can he create? He's got Eustace for company. He's slipped it down this left-hand side. Korea into the circle now. And they've got a penalty corner off the foot of Austin Smith. And it's taken a while, but we have our first short corner, and Korea have it.
It all started with a good run down the line from Yang, linking up with Yu on the baseline, who found that exposed left foot of Austin Smith. Experienced defender Smith won't be happy with that, knowing with the ability that the Koreans have for the penalty corner.
Well, he'd set himself, Smith, and then he decided to just take half a step back, and as he lifted his hand to take that half step back, Korean player was watching him, just played it straight onto the foot. Now, top of the circle, number 32, Nam, and number 25, Jiang. Nam scored a penalty corner against the Dutch. Number 32, he's the right hand of the two players at the top of the castle, or top of the circle, the right hand castle, I should say. He's had a break. Well, it hasn't gone to Nam, it's gone the other way, and Jang Jong-yun opens the scoring with a penalty corner up to left, and South Africa are going to refer it.
It's not a danger. No, it's not a danger. Yeah.
So they're going to refer it. Robinson's saying it's come off his leg.
To me, it looked like it took some bit of a deflection. Right? We'll listen to what their question is first.
After me, and then takes it down on full to go. Okay. I'm running at that angle. Okay. Yeah. And did you hear that? Yes, we got that, Javid. Okay. We'll have a look now.
So that's Sandy Mayer in the bottom right of your screen. He's going to go through all the angles. Let's have a look.
Ball claiming it just struck off of the arm or leg. I'm not quite sure. This angle should tell us a bit more. It's definitely taken a deflection, all right. And first thoughts, it ended up being quite central. You can see here, just striking off the knee, the right knee of Jonty Robinson as he runs out in that line. We'll see from here, will it deviate out of its path? Yeah, it's taken a slight deflection off of the knee of Jonty Robinson there. It's up to the umpire to judge whether the first runner is in close enough distance for him to warrant a danger play and therefore a free out to South Africa.
Well, let's see. Andy Mayer. It's a difficult one, this. It's a difficult one. Definitely takes a deflection. There's no doubt about that. Now, how close is it? Above the knee, was that? He's within 5, I'd say, would you not? He's on the flick spot, he's past the flick spot, and he's a metre in.
Yeah. Again, it's going to be what the umpire, the video umpire, Andy Mayer has to say about it. But it's definitely come off a deflection and it's deviated on its way into the goal. Whether it's deemed to be dangerous enough to be given as a free out, we'll have to wait and see.
Hi, Javid. It has hit the runner above the knee, so therefore a free out.
So it is a free out, and we don't have an opening goal. Good referral from Jonathan Robinson. And Yang Yong-hyun has not given Korea the lead, but South Africa have been warned. They don't want to give anyone away any more short corners.
Bring it out, okay? And I hit the leg. Okay, this is the TV.
Koreans claiming that it came off with the stick.
Well, you can't refer a referral, it's definitely come off.
He's hit the leg. No, the TV has seen on the leg. He's dangerous. Let's bring it out, okay?
Jiang scored the goal, or thought he'd scored the goal, saying it's come off the stick, but it definitely comes off the knee.
Another thing, you can see the Korean staff here just having a quick look at themselves.
What's going on here?
Just to confirm if it had struck the leg of Jonty Robinson on that first run in. But you could see Jonty Robinson's line was brave and it was direct. It was straight over that penalty spot, really covering that left side of the goal, knowing that potentially Yang's favourite side could be there.
Look at that modern technology for you. But South Africa have a chance here. Into the middle. Oh, great save. Really good save from Lee. He may have cost his side the point against the Dutch, but he's kept them on level terms here. The cross from Tame Payton. And almost an opening goal for South Africa. Good save.
Very important save at a crucial time as well. It's the first real influence that the Korean goalkeeper has had on the game. Potentially also his first stop. You see it here. Reverse stick across, just there striking the leg guards and coming out off of Lloyd Narcis-Jones' initial effort on goal. Good save.
Well, it's all happened in the last 60 seconds, isn't it?
Keeper did well, made himself big as he dived across towards the initial shot, smothering Lloyd Narcis-Jones from 1 metre out.
There's going to be a card here. And, a little rest coming up now. Solekile. Jung to Lee.
South Africa sitting deep.
Robinson with an important touch, then the clearance to Drummond. Drummond keeping his head up, trying to find the outlet ball. Outlet ball is backwards at the moment, and Panthers lost out. And then winning it back is Eustace. Frantic stuff as we come towards the final throws into the last 14 minutes. Still no score. Korea 0, South Africa 0. Korea thought they'd taken the lead when Jang Jong-hyun, Solekile's green card confirmed. It's a referral from South Africa, and the goal was overturned coming off the right knee of Jonathan Robinson, and subsequently the 2 green dots remain above the 3-letter code, and South Africa maybe in with another chance here. Can they get the shot away? No, they can't. Tame Payton trying to create a little bit of magic to release Tim Drummond. Here's Payton. I'm saying the little green dots above the 3-letter abbreviation, country abbreviation, shows whether the side have their referral or not. It will turn red if a team refers an umpire's decision and the umpire's decision is upheld off the field. Down that left flank, there's acres of space now appearing in this game, and this is Norris Jones, who brings the free hit on the circle edge, which Robinson will take. Robinson into the circle, still going, looking for the foot, is he? Good defending so far from Korea, and they do really well. And that was good defending from Hong Yun-seong, who didn't dive in and protected his feet. Here is Smith. Smith forward to Panther. Panther lost out, but wins the free hit. And the quick take from Reid Ross is picked by the Korean defence and Hong Yun-seong. Both teams now just under 12 minutes away from first points of this Rabobank Hockey World Cup. Is there to be a winning strike. Along that baseline now. So,
You're making danger. You're making danger.
Korea, and they are judged to be creating the danger. Now this is Norris Jones. So Lee Sung-hyun gives away the free hit. Eustace finds Smith. Smith drops it back out to Halkett, to Reed Ross. Halkett. Smith fires it into that near post. Good take by Norris Jones.
Great pickup from Lloyd Norris Jones on the reverse stick from a beautiful ball in from Austin Smith, the captain. Even better defending, just to pick it off the end of his stick from number 21 there, Lee, in the Korean defence.
Smith again. And South Africa have dealt with the green card to Solekile very well. Third green card of the tournament for them. Smith and Panther picking up the other two in previous games.
Some teams would really target an opportunity like that, almost like a power play, if you want to call it that. When the opposition goes down to 10 men, to try and create extra space in the field and really use that extra man's advantage. But at that particular time, as you said, South Africa did well to keep possession and keep the ball.
Smith into Payton. Payton to Robinson. Robinson tries to find Payton once again, but this time it's Kim again. Kim's all over the park. Oh! Now, that could be a costly error. See that one again. First penalty corner for South Africa now.
Yeah, rightly so. Tane Payton and the guys, you can see brothers appealing with the hands up in the air. Coming from a high ball from Kim in the defense, and rightly awarded. He was inside the circle and created danger. It's not an ideal situation to create that. There was really not much pressure on him at the time.
Will that cost his side? He's done so much good for Korea, but now he's put them under pressure. Now, 5 is Austin Smith. He's to the left of Justin Reed Ross. Reed Ross with the white headband. Nearest to us, Smith with the captain's armband. Both of them leaning on their sticks. In it comes from Robinson. It is the captain, Smith. He leaves it at the flick, and that is a great save, because that was absolutely travelling from Wade Payton. He got everything behind it, and Lee makes a brilliant stop.
Korean's keeper stick came out of nowhere there. South Africa opting for a smart variation. First runner fully committed to go towards Austin Smith, who's one of the key talismen from the top of the circle. A little deft touch behind his back, rolled it for a slip flick towards the Centurion, Wade Payton, and unfortunately for him, an outstanding save from the goalkeeper with lightning reflexes to get that stick up and put it around the post.
It's going to look even better, I think, on this slow-mo.
Brilliantly worked corner, taking the stick out. It's just come out of nowhere. He can't believe his luck.
That is, look how close he is.
Really close in, and a goalkeeper who's moving slightly towards his left, and the ability to get back again and reach with his stick was a world-class save.
Good balance as well. Pop back up onto his set position. Now, will that lift his teammates in the outfield? Reed Ross there to get it behind, and we are 8 minutes from full time. Still no score. We've only had 2 penalty corners, and both of them have almost got us excited, haven't they, with goals? Had one disallowed and one top-class save. The best moment of the match so far by a long, long way.
Without a doubt, and might be biased, but of course the goalkeeper's involved in it. But again, terrific save, drawing the best out of it, and he's done very well. He's had 2 saves like that now. Initial one was from Lloyd Norris Jones only a couple of minutes ago, and then to deny South Africa twice in a crucial phase of the game with only 7 minutes left to play. It's brilliant to put his team going forward.
Wow, hold on, they've got a 3-on-2. Oh, dearie me. It was almost a 3-on-2 situation, but they've given the ball away cheaply here, Korea. They need to get their sticks on the ball, keep possession. Smith, Eustace, Reed-Ross. Halkett down that left flank. And this is Drummond. Drummond slides it under the arm and picks out Norris Jones. And his career have the free hit. And at the moment, it's all South Africa, isn't it? Korea haven't really got any structure. There's no real outlet ball up the park. But will they get another chance? Will they get a chance to try and score the winner?
In the game of hockey, and we've seen throughout this tournament, goals can come within seconds, minutes, but of course we've seen many late goals scored throughout this tournament, and maybe again we might see it happen here again today.
Well, whatever the outcome, it's going to be a rare result. It'll be a rare South Africa win, a rare Korea win, or even more rare is a goalless draw in a World Cup. Yang, the line, and no, that's too far, asking too much of his teammates. Yun. Aerial ball picked up by Drummond. That's a really good take from Drummond. Back inside to Hikes. Hikes twisting, turning, wins the free hit, takes it quickly, got to be careful. Hikes round the back line, up into the body of Kang. And it's a penalty corner. Good work from Julian Hikes.
It's a brilliant solo run from Julian Hikes, picking up the ball, turning the Korean defence inside out, lifting the ball just over Yang there, making his way along the baseline and finding it coming up off of the defender's stick. I think it was Kang there on the baseline, and eventually resulted in South Africa's second penalty corner of the game.
Well, they look dangerous from the first one.
10 seconds push, 10 seconds push.
And there's a real opportunity now for South Africa. And Reed-Ross is now the only man at the top. And the runner is starting right in front of the goalkeeper. I can't say I've seen that too often. Reed-Ross to the left, Eustace to the right. It's gone to Reed-Ross. High, wide and handsome from the tall South African, number 25. It was never on target, was it?
Certainly a wasted opportunity. Good stop. Unfortunately, looking to put too much behind it and sailing wide and high past that goal.
There's a green card coming now for you. And with not long left on the clock, South Africa are going to have 50% of this time with the man extra. Ball lifted up. Oh, another great save from Lee. That's 3 absolutely brilliant saves. Well, Davey, I think he's probably got himself out of jail after that Netherlands game, so long as it remains 0-0. Ball in. Dangerous.
He's certainly made up for his previous errors in the match against the Dutch. Again, it's a snapshot that's come inside the circle from, by the looks of things, JP Devoux here. Good control and just get the snapshot off again, and it's just the hanging outside of the stick there. Brilliant reaction save. You see from here. Did very well to get low, get the right glove behind it, and also clear it out wide. Again, a very crucial save with only 3.5 minutes to play.
And again, good balance, because his right leg got there. There's the green card. His right leg was there with the right hand, so it was really good save from Lee. Now, Kim down the other end, loses out to Panther. And here goes South Africa again through Julian Hikes. Hikes showing some pace up against Lee, the skipper. Hikes into the circle. He's already won 1 penalty corner. Can't win a second one. Good defending. 2:30 remaining in the game. On the verge of a 0-0 draw, the 31st 0-0 draw in World Cup history. So we're watching a small piece of history.
Brilliant patient defending from the Koreans. I think it was Hong that time, protecting his feet well. Julian Hikes just looking to roll the ball onto the foot to get another penalty corner, which could prove vital given there's only 2 minutes left in the game.
DeVoe sniffing around Jiang. Jiang does well. Good ball. And Korea looking to try and attack South Africa, even though they're down to 10. Can they get it into the circle? They're in there now. It's gone down under the challenge. Play on, says umpire Javis Sheikh. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-on-4 situation here for South Africa. Payton to Panther, and another penalty corner with 90 seconds remaining on the clock. This will probably be the final play of the match. By the time they get themselves set.
This is the Korean opportunity.
Goes down to easily there.
Goes down pretty well there. It's a fine line. You can see the resulting counter-attack. Again, smartly played. It's found the foot of the Korean defender there. Resulted in another penalty corner, which could be a cruel blow to Korea, but to be fair, South Africa have been valued for the money for the second half, showing dominance in all areas of the pitch.
Yeah, but for 3 world-class saves from Lee, they would be in front now. Can Lee maintain all his hard work? The big guns are there, Smith and Reid Ross. Smith again to the left. It's gone to Smith.
Oh,
that's really good running. Off the knee, the #1 runner. Running straight down the barrel.
Brave defensive work here. You see it's almost like a suicide line. He's gone straight down the middle and he's taken that onto his knee. Are they going to go to video here, considering the Koreans haven't used it yet?
Indeed,
They are indeed.
Yes, I can see Adam. And my question is if it was a bubble below the knee, please, off the first runner.
Well, that was
okay,
on
we'll
the
have a
knee,
look.
so
Thank you.
don't know. How close was he though? He was
Video is
so
there.
quick. He's pretty close.
I mean, it's good, yeah. Does he need assistance? Do you want help? Yeah, do you need
Is that
help or not?
outside the circle,
Huh?
even? He's almost on him.
Yeah. Korean first runner rapid out here.
That's his just
Incredibly
outside.
close.
Well, he's on the end of the stick, isn't he?
The only question is it's the line of which the video umpire can see.
You want help?
It says if it's above the knee, it's deemed dangerous, but we have to see here where exactly it strikes the... Looks to me just straight onto the kneecap, just above the shin guard there. So this is going to be a tough one to call for the video umpire, Andy Mayer.
Yeah, he probably wants to put his hand a little higher up, doesn't he?
I would think so.
Hi, Adam.
Yes, Andy?
No reason to change the decision. It's hitting between the top of the shin pad and his knee, therefore penalty corner.
Okay, so Korea lose their referral?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Now this could be a very costly loss of referral, couldn't it? Depending on the outcome of this penalty corner.
The incredible thing is here, Hyun's making his way back into the goal to run again.
Wow. Surely he's not going to run one, is he?
Looks to me he's getting that big right hand glove on again.
Right, so Austin Smith and Justin Reid Ross are still at the top of the circle. And to the left is Wade Payton. They've already tried that slip. Are they going for Smith or Reid Ross? Smith would be the smart money. No, Reid Ross has it. That's really good running. He's gone down again. It's going to be black and blue. Oh, Hyun Ki-seung, isn't he?
That is immense dedication shown by this #1 runner, Hyun. And you hear in the background there, that's the full-time whistle. I mean, everyone can come up now from South Africa, but here again, he almost deviated off course because he was going towards that first trap towards Austin Smith and then had to come back across to get on line. Brave defending, that time striking the shin guard of the Korean first.
So everybody apart from Erasmus Pidisi around the Korean circle. The final play of the match. Is there to be more heartbreak for Korea? Or can they repel this attack? Smith and Reid Ross again wait. Korea just need to get it out of the circle. It's gone to Payton, Reid Ross, oh, he's put it wide. And that is the end of the match, and what a chance for Justin Reid-Ross to snatch victory with the final play of the match, but he stuck his effort wide from the penalty corner. He looks absolutely shocked, but we have a 31st 0-0 draw in World Cup history. Neither side able to break down the opposition. Let's have another look.
They went for the same corner. Slip corner in here. Oh, let's also jump here. The Vo, by the looks of things, on the back post here. Korean defense did well to get across. Jang putting the pressure on the reverse there. Hayden couldn't get a strike off. Picked up by Reid-Ross, and he's here just looking to pull around his body, and it's just missed.
Well, nothing to split these two. Great play from Lee Mung-gyu in the Korea goal. Absolutely brilliant, and he has earned his side a point. It's Korea 0, South Africa 0. Well, we mentioned it a little earlier, Davey. Kim Myung-go has done himself proud. He's got himself out of jail after that Dutch game.
Very much so. It will do the experienced netminder as well a lot of good. The way they lost that last game was cruel in the way that he made a couple of saves with the game, but given the stroke away, as long as getting the ball through the legs, wasn't the ideal finish to the match. But here today, he's produced some stunning saves to really ultimately earn his side a draw here.
Who'd be the most disappointed? South Africa?
I would have to think South Africa, given the chances that they've had.
Well, there you go, South Africa. Disappointed, but we have their captain pitch side with Mike Abstam.
We were so close, we hung in the game really well, we stuck to the game plan. I'm really proud of the boys for the way we've come back after the first two games, and yeah, what a pity that we couldn't get the results right at the death.
First points on the board and a good win for the women today as well. South Africa looking good in the tournament.
Yeah, well, our first point on the board, but yeah, we were spurred on by the women's performance earlier. Great results over England, and yeah, we're still. Yeah, I can't emphasize enough how unlucky we were not to get the full 3 points. But yeah, I'm happy that we are on the board.
Good team effort. Go and enjoy the break, and we'll see you in a couple of days' time.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Yeah, and you'd probably echo that, Davey, wouldn't you, that they actually had the better chances. But we got Yoo Hyo-sik now for Korea as we have a look at this really good opportunity for Julian Hikes. That was so close, wasn't it? And then Korea thought they'd taken the lead, but Yang's goal was overruled after it's come off Jonathan Robinson's right knee. The replay from behind the goal, he just takes the deflection, which takes it past Peterson. And Korea convinced at taking the stick, but have a look at this for a save. Boom, that is magnificent with the right stick. And he had a couple of others as well, but this one the best. Absolutely brilliant. And Davey Hart next to me enjoyed that one. Right, let's get down now and hear from you, who's with Mike Abstam.
Putting your bodies on the line there at the end and managing to get a draw out of it. What's your reaction to the game?
Yeah, actually we prepared this game, but I think it really balanced really bad today. Yeah, but we was my best. Also, our players are really tight. Yeah, but I unlucky sometimes, but really shame the first goal. Yeah, well.
Should it have been a goal?
Sorry?
In your opinion, do you think it should have been a goal?
Yeah, been a goal. So really, only we have 2 goals. Yeah, but yeah, we also more need to improve for chance in the circle. Yeah.
Your keeper kept you in it at the end. Some good saves.
Yeah, I think a little bit lucky. Yeah, but we actually planned just first learner. Yeah, but a little bit sorry our players. Yeah, so yeah, I hope next time, maybe again. Yeah, again to block the first learner.
Some very brave running, some defending. You've got your first point of the World Cup campaign. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, who needs enemies, hey, when your teammates put you down? I thought Lee had a great game and made some great saves. I don't think he meant to make them, didn't he? But South Africa just disappointed not to get those 3 points. Let's have a look at the table then, and this is how it stands ahead of the Netherlands-Germany game. New Zealand lead the way, but Argentina right back in it. They had to play Korea and South Africa, Argentina. New Zealand have to play the Dutch and Germany. But at 1 point now for Korea and South Africa, their first of the tournament. They now will battle it out to try and finish as high up that pool as possible to play for a higher classification spot. Well, that's it from the Greenfield Stadium on day 6 of competition at the Rabobank Hockey World Cup. My thanks to Davey Hart for his input in this one, from myself, Charlie Broom, and the rest of the hockey team. Thanks for your company. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.